Ellen DeGeneres signed off her talk show for the final time on Thursday with tear-streaked cheeks, bringing an end to a daytime TV powerhouse that lasted 19 years. Jennifer Aniston, who was making her 20th appearance, a run that dates back to the syndicated chat show's launch, was among the guests on the finale show. The audience gave DeGeneres' brother Vance and her wife Portia de Rossi a standing ovation as the 64-year-old host received one last standing ovation. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications to get updates whenever we drop a new video. Don't forget to smash that like button and comment in the section below if you have any contributions. In this video, we'll take a look at one of the most popular and iconic talk show hosts on American television, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, coming to an end. Sit back and enjoy as we take you through The Ellen DeGeneres Show over the years. There's no denying that DeGeneres' departure leaves a huge void in daytime programming. With Drew Barrymore and Kelly Clarkson now vying for her small screen reign, her show's legacy on the other hand is mixed. The great comic whose skyrocketing career froze after she came out as homosexual was recreated as the unquestioned queen of daytime television in a bold move. However, in recent seasons, the program has been besieged by scandal, with former staffers accusing her of presiding over a poisonous environment. Even though DeGeneres publicly apologized and promised to improve her show's corporate culture, the harm was already done. Last May, DeGeneres revealed that this would be her final season, despite low ratings. After the Daily Mail alleged that the show's days were numbered due to low ratings, comedian Ellen DeGeneres confirmed the news in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter last year. "When you are a creative person, you need to be constantly challenged," Ellen said in an interview, adding, "And as fantastic as this show is, and as funny as it is, it's no longer a challenge for me." However, it was through her social media accounts that she revealed herself to her 120 million followers. "I signed a deal for 3 more years 2 years ago, but I always knew that season 19 would be my last. The number 19 is significant for me." In the video she wrote, "First and foremost, the 19th Amendment grants women the right to vote, and 19 is the atomic number of potassium on the periodic table. You may be wondering why I chose to stop season 19. The truth is, I always trust my guts, and my gut told me it was time." Last show reflections. Ellen DeGeneres used her final hour on NBC as a daytime host to reflect on the process of bringing The Ellen DeGeneres Show to daytime, as well as the notable advances in exposure and acceptance of gays in Hollywood over the past 2 decades. Guests Jennifer Aniston, who was the very first guest on The Ellen Show when it first aired, Billie Eilish, who was only a year old when the show aired its first episode, and Pink, who wrote the talk show's theme music, all made appearances throughout the hour to honor DeGeneres' final daytime hosting gig. But before that, the comedian walked out to a standing ovation after a flashback clip of The Ellen Show's stage doors opening on the host of her very first episode, a moment that she would call back to in the show's final minutes. She then launched into a monologue that was equally funny, celebratory, emotional, and poignant. "I walked out here 19 years ago and I said that this is the start of a relationship, and today is not the end of a relationship. It's more of a little break. You can see other talk shows now. I may be another audience once in a while," she jokingly told the audience in the finale episode, which aired on Thursday. The evolution of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Since her arrival on the scene in the late 1970s, Ellen DeGeneres has grown into a legend in her own right, despite several setbacks. After dropping out of the University of New Orleans after only 1 semester as a communications major, the talk show host began her career as a stand-up comedian in her hometown of Louisiana. Early on, she had some success, becoming the MC at Clyde's Comedy Club in 1981 and embarking on a national tour shortly after. When she performed a stand-up routine on The Tonight Show starring John Carson, in 1986, she received her big break. More late-night TV appearances followed, as did club bookings, theater appearances, and minor television roles. The Fox sitcom Open House, which aired from 1989 to 1990, gave DeGeneres her first regular small-screen role. Following a 4-episode run on ABC's Laurel Hill, which was cancelled after 4 episodes, DeGeneres landed her comedy, These Friends of Mine, which was subsequently renamed Ellen. She told the New York Times in 1994, "I was laughing out loud when I read that script. I already knew what I was going to do with it. I wanted to produce a sharper, hipper version of the I Love Lucy, but not so far that I'm wearing a man's outfit and pretending to be Ricky's wife. I wanted to put on a performance that people would remember the next day. Coming out as gay. They talked a lot. Ellen Starr came out as a lesbian in real life and on the show at the height of the show's popularity. The sitcom was cancelled by ABC a year later due to the low ratings, which grieved DeGeneres. Soon after coming out, the author of My Point, and I Do Have One, made her relationship with actress Anne Heche public. And she also dated photographer Alexandra Hadeson. Ellen's return. The Ellen Show, which DeGeneres returned to in 2001, was cancelled less than 4 months after its premiere on CBS. 2 years later, NBC took a chance on the actress and gave her daytime talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which is perhaps her most successful venture to date, with nearly 3,000 episodes and more than 60 Emmy nominations. As the voice of Dory in the Disney Pixar animated films Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, the animal rights campaigner has also found success on the big screen. Along the way, she met the one and married actress, model Portia de Rossi in 2008. Show's workplace controversies. In 2020, however, DeGeneres was once again embroiled in controversy. Several current and former talk show staffers have come out with claims of workplace racism, fear, intimidation, and sexual assault. Executive producers denied behaving inappropriately with employees, while DeGeneres apologized to individuals who were looked at differently or treated unfairly, not equally, or worse, ignored. The Ellen DeGeneres Show was where A-listers were up for pranks and entertaining new products looking for placement found a home for most of the 19 seasons. However, in interviewing rising performers near the end, DeGeneres appeared out of touch. She wasn't beyond defending industry friends who courted controversy or were embarrassed to sit next to notorious warmonger George W. Bush at NFL games. However, DeGeneres' exit was precipitated by her lack of interaction with show employees. She was accused of creating a hostile work environment that included racist remarks and other sorts of harassment. Following a Warner Media probe, 3 executives quit the show, but none of it prevented her from inviting Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, and Kim Kardashian to her last few events. However, just because the program is ended doesn't mean DeGeneres' career can't continue. DeGeneres proved she still has her stand-up talents in her 2018 Netflix comedy special, Relatable, as well as making inroads with the streaming giant. With comments about her cossetting affluence and displeasure at having to dance for admirers, she also showcased her edgier side, which has been mostly off our screens since the 1980s. DeGeneres is free to be as sweet or as cruel as she wants without the weight of daytime television on her shoulders. Last moments of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. DeGeneres returned to the stage at the end of the final episode, mirroring how the show began, to thank her staff before delivering a final message to her audience. I hope that if I've inspired you to be yourself, your actual authentic self, in the previous 19 years, DeGeneres concludes, be brave enough to support someone who is brave enough to tell you who they are, even if you don't understand. They are revealing themselves to you, and that's the greatest gift someone can offer you. You'll be more compassionate as a result of opening your heart and mind, and compassion is what makes the world a better place. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, she concluded. Before walking to the back of the stage and sitting down on the couch in front of a TV, I feel the love and I send it back to you. DeGeneres switched the TV off after giving one last look to the camera, and the stage doors closed behind her as the audience roared. What are the standout moments for you on The Ellen DeGeneres Show? We'd like to have your thoughts down below, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe by clicking the red button and turning on the notification icons to be notified whenever a new video is released. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I hope to see you all soon again.